Welcome, my friend, to Fiji, one of the most enchanting island nations in the South Pacific. Fiji is often called the paradise of the Pacific, and with good reason. It is made up of more than 330 islands, though only about a third are inhabited. The two largest islands are Viti Levu and Vanua Levu. These form the heart of the country, both culturally and economically. Fiji's capital city, Suva, sits on the island of Viti Levu. Suva is more than just a political center. It's a lively, colorful hub where colonial architecture sits side by side with modern skyscrapers, and where the sounds of bustling markets fill the air. But to understand Fiji today, we need to go back in time. The history of Fiji is as rich as its landscapes. The islands were first settled around 3,500 years ago by the Austronesian people, who brought with them their traditions, languages, and seafaring skills. Over the centuries, Fijians built societies centered around villages, chiefs, and the sea. Later, in the 19th century, Fiji became a crossroads of the Pacific, attracting European traders and missionaries. In 1874, Fiji was officially ceded to Britain, and it remained under British colonial rule for nearly a century. It was during this period that indentured laborers from India were brought to the islands to work on sugarcane plantations. Their descendants, Indo-Fijians, make up a significant part of Fiji's population today, contributing to the nation's diversity in language, religion, and cuisine. Fiji gained independence in 1970, and since then, it has been charting its own path as a proud Pacific nation. Today, Fiji has a population of about 900,000 people, making it one of the smaller countries in the world in terms of population, but its cultural weight is far larger than its size. The average age in Fiji is just around 27 years, which makes it a very young nation filled with energy and ambition. Education is valued highly, with many young Fijians pursuing studies in fields like tourism, business, and engineering. Fiji also has strong connections with other countries, especially Australia, New Zealand, and yes, the United States. Many Fijians study abroad, and some move overseas for work, but no matter where they go, the love for their islands always stays alive. Let's take a walk through some of Fiji's most fascinating cities and towns. Suva, the capital, is alive with government buildings, museums like the Fiji Museum, which showcases the history of cannibalism and ancient artifacts, and lively marketplaces where you'll find fresh tropical fruits like papayas and mangoes piled high. Then there's Nadi, also on Viti Levu, which serves as the main gateway for international travelers since it's home to Fiji's largest international airport. Nadi is famous for its Hindu temples, particularly the colorful Sri Shiva Subramania temple, one of the largest Hindu temples in the southern hemisphere. If you want a taste of cosmopolitan Fiji mixed with cultural beauty, Nadi is the place to start. Another gem is Lautoka, known as the Sugar City, because it's the center of Fiji's sugarcane industry. Then, heading to Vanua Levu, you'll find Labasa, a town that feels more relaxed and less tourist-driven, giving you an authentic view of Fijian daily life. Savusavu, on the other hand, is called Hidden Paradise for a reason. It's a peaceful town surrounded by hot springs and stunning coral reefs. But what truly makes Fiji shine are its natural wonders. The islands are dotted with volcanic mountains, the most famous being Mount Tamanivi on Viti Levu. Standing at about 4,300 feet, it's the highest peak in Fiji and a dream for hikers. Imagine standing on its summit, looking out over endless stretches of green jungle, rivers cutting through valleys, and the distant sparkle of the ocean. Mountains like Tamanivi remind us of how powerful and breathtaking nature can be. Of course, most people come to Fiji for its beaches and reefs. The Coral Coast, which stretches along the southern shore of Viti Levu, is lined with palm trees, white sand beaches, and luxury resorts. Just offshore lies one of the world's most extensive coral reef systems, making Fiji a top destination for snorkeling and scuba diving. You might swim alongside manta rays, colorful fish, and even reef sharks. The Mamanuca and Yasawa Island groups are also incredibly popular, each island looking like something out of a dream, tiny green jewels floating in crystal-clear waters. But when is the best time to visit Fiji? For planning a trip, the key is understanding the seasons. Fiji has a tropical climate with two main seasons: the dry season, which runs from May to October, and the wet season, which runs from November to April. The dry season is cooler, less humid, and ideal for travel, making it the best time to visit. During this time, temperatures hover around 77 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for swimming, hiking, or just relaxing on the beach. The wet season, on the other hand, is warmer and more humid, with temperatures often around 86 degrees Fahrenheit, but it also brings lush greenery, waterfalls at their fullest, and fewer crowds. So depending on whether you prefer sunny, dry days or vibrant, tropical landscapes, Fiji has something for you year-round. And what about the food? Food in Fiji is not just a necessity, it's an experience. Traditional Fijian cuisine is heavily based on root crops like taro, cassava, and sweet potatoes, as well as seafood freshly caught from the ocean. One of the most beloved traditional dishes is kokoda, which is raw fish marinated in coconut cream and lime juice, similar to ceviche. Another classic is lovo, a feast cooked in an underground oven with hot stones. The flavors are smoky, tender, and unforgettable. Because of the Indian influence, Fiji is also home to amazing curries, roti, and spicy chutneys. Imagine sitting by the beach, the sound of waves crashing nearby, as you savor a plate of fish curry with fresh coconut bread. That's the magic of Fijian food. Fijian culture is built on the values of community, respect, and tradition. The most iconic cultural ritual is the drinking of kava, a traditional beverage made from the root of the yacona plant. Kava has a calming effect and is shared in ceremonies to welcome guests, resolve disputes, or simply bring people together. If you visit Fiji, you'll almost certainly be invited to a kava ceremony, and it's an experience you'll never forget. Now let me motivate you with this thought: Fiji is not just about palm trees and beaches. It's about connection. It's about reconnecting with yourself, with others, and with nature. In a world that often feels fast-paced and overwhelming, Fiji offers a reminder of simplicity, joy, and the beauty of slowing down. So, as we journey through the islands, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to walk barefoot on warm sand, to dive into clear blue waters, to share a laugh with a Fijian family, and to taste food that comes straight from the land and sea. Imagine what it would feel like to escape not just physically but emotionally, to let go of stress and rediscover the beauty of life. That is the power of Fiji. And before we wrap up this chapter of our journey, let me guide you to your next adventure. If you loved exploring Fiji with me today, I invite you to continue this journey by watching my video. The world is vast, beautiful, and waiting for you, and together we'll explore it, one destination at a time.